These no-sew pocket pups need no fun introduction because I think their cuteness speaks for themselves. Hi guys, it's Katie from Yarn Society, and today we're going to crochet together this pocket pup. He is about 3 inches tall in this bulky Chanel yarn, and I think we can get him done in like 30 minutes. So let's get started and we'll go through supplies first. We're going to get started by making a slip knot and chaining 7. We will be single crocheting down our chain stitch, but we aren't going to be slip stitching to join. We are going to be working in continuous rounds, and I'll show you that here. Here is our chain 7. We're going to single crochet in that second chain from the hook, and then we'll single crochet down the next 5. So we have 6 total. So here's single crochet 1, move over to the next chain stitch, single crochet 2. We're just going into that top loop. That was 3. This is 4, single crochet 5, and single crochet 6. All we're doing now is we're rotating our work. I'm just going to tighten up that slip knot. And now you can either go into that top loop. It's a little bit tough to see with the Chanel yarn, so I tend to go right below the loop. There's like these tiny holes. We're going to single crochet in the next 6. So here is single crochet 1, move over. If you can see here, I'm going right underneath that loop. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. At the end of round 1, we're going to have 12 stitches. I'm going to mark my last stitch with a stitch marker. If you like to mark your first stitch, go ahead and do that. We are going to be working in continuous rounds, so we're just going to go into that next stitch. We're not doing any kind of slip stitching. We're just going to go into the stitch here. For round 2, we're going to make a single crochet increase in that first stitch and a single crochet in the next. We're going to repeat that sequence for a total of 6 times. Place your hook into that next stitch, and we're going to make 2 single crochet into the same stitch. Move over for a single crochet. Then we repeat the sequence. We have an increase, that's a single crochet increase. Move over for a single crochet. Repeat the sequence again. You have a single crochet increase. Move over for a single crochet. That little stitch in the corner can be hidden, so make sure that you pull your stitches up. Now we have an increase. Move over for a single crochet. Then we have an increase, single crochet, move over for your increase, and then make a single crochet into that last stitch, and mine is marked. At the end of round 2, we're going to have 18 stitches. I'm going to change my stitch marker to the last stitch. For round 3, we are going to make an increase in that first stitch, and then we're going to single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. And we'll repeat that for a total of 6 times. Here's our first single crochet increase. Then we'll move over for a single crochet, then move over for another single crochet. We'll repeat this with an increase, move over for a single crochet, and then move over for another single crochet. We're going to repeat our increase. So we're going to single crochet in each of the next 2. Now we have an increase, single crochet in the next 2, increase, single crochet in the next 2, and then our 6th and final increase, single crochet in the next 2. At the end of round 3, we're going to have 24 stitches. I'm going to change my stitch marker. In round 4, we are going to be making the ears, and I'll walk you through that. But to get started, we're going to make a single crochet in each of the next 2. So here's 1 and 2. From here, we're going to chain 7. We're going to make a double crochet into that third chain from the hook. Go ahead and yarn over and then go through that top loop of the chain and make a double crochet. And then we're going to make a double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So we'll have 4 total. We're going into the top loop of the next stitch, double crochet. We're going into the next stitch here for another double crochet, and then we're going into the next stitch for another double crochet. You'll have 4 total. We have 1 chain stitch left. We are going to make a half double crochet. Go ahead and yarn over, go to that top loop and make a half double crochet. Now we need to connect our ears, so we're going to make a slip stitch into that same stitch that you made your single crochet. So go into that same stitch with your single crochet and make a slip stitch. I like to mark the slip stitch with a stitch marker. It really does help for round 5. So go ahead and mark that now. So now your ear is done. We're going to move to our next stitch as usual, and we are going to single crochet in each of the next 12 stitches. Here is 1, 2, 3. I'm going to let you count yourself. $11 and 12. Okay, we're going to stop for a second and we are going to chain 7 again. We're going to make a double crochet in that third chain from the hook and continue to make 3 more after that. So we'll have 4 double crochet total. So working in the third chain from the hook, we have 1 double crochet, move over, here's our second, move over for our third, and then move over for our fourth. Oops, got stuck. And then we're going to make a half double crochet into that last chain. We're going to slip stitch to join to that last single crochet that we made. So right into this spot here, we're going to insert our hook and we're going to make a slip stitch. Once again, I'm going to grab a stitch marker once I can get this slip stitch. I'm going to grab a stitch marker and I'm going to mark that slip stitch. We're going to single crochet in each of the last 10 stitches, so then find your next stitch here, and then we'll single crochet to the end. Make sure that you have 10 single crochet. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We will have 24 stitches, not counting those marked slip stitches. For round 5 through 7, we are going to be single crocheting in each of the 24 stitches. And I'm going to show you on round 5 how we're going to get past this ear. We're going to single crochet in those first 2 stitches. You want to hold your ear down. We're going to skip that marked slip stitch and go right on to our next single crochet. So you have to reach your hook over, which I'm struggling with this, but reach your hook over into your next stitch and just make a single crochet. You'll have 12 single crochet until you get to the next ear. Make sure that you are single crocheting in each of the next 12. Hold down your ear. We're going to skip that slip stitch and we're going to reach our hook all the way over to the next single crochet. This one I'm really struggling with, so just do your best to get that in there. It's a little slippery. And then we're going to single crochet in each of the next 10 stitches. At the end of round 5, we're going to still have 24 stitches. For round 6 and round 7, we're just going to single crochet all the way around to the next 24. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this crochet along. I hope you've been liking this pocket series I've been doing. I thought it would be fun to do no-sew, and it's kind of been taking me out of my comfort zone to figuring out how to get it no-sew, especially these ears, but it's been kind of fun. I don't know if you're a part of Yarn Society newsletter, but if not, go ahead and head over to my site, yarnsociety.com, and you can sign up there. I am doing something a little different with my newsletter this week, and I'm hoping to continue it, so kind of wanted to see what you guys thought. Just a reminder, you can slow down this video or you can make it go faster by clicking on the gear button bottom right of the video and then adjusting it there. We're reaching the end of round 6 here. We're going to change our stitch marker and then go ahead and single crochet around one more time. This will be round 7, and then we'll meet back at the end of round 7. Okay, I just finished up round 7. This is how we're looking. We can take out those stitch markers from our slip stitch. And I did forget to mark round 5, which I wanted to do. So we're going to count up. We have 7, 6, and 5. If you can just mark that round 5 with a stitch marker, it really will help later when we put in the eyes. You can take out that other slip stitch thing, and don't worry about the ears. We're going to fix that later. They just tend to kind of curl up, and we'll get them to stay down. For round 8, we're going to increase in that first stitch and make a single crochet in each of the next 3. We'll repeat that for a total of 6 times. So here is an increase, single crochet in each of the next 3. Here's our second increase of the sequence, single crochet in each of the next 3. Here's our third increase, single crochet in each of the next 3. Here's another increase, single crochet in each of the next 3. Here is our 5th increase of the sequence, single crochet in each of the next 3. And then we have our last increase, and we'll end with 3 single crochet. At the end of round 8, we are going to have 30 stitches. You can change your stitch marker. For round 9 and 10, we're just going to single crochet all the way around for those 30 stitches. So do round 9, change your stitch marker, and then do round 10, and we will meet back. Okay, we've just finished round 10. We have 30 stitches still. We're going to change our stitch marker. For round 11, we're going to be making a few bobbles. So we are going to be using the front loop only for those bobble stitches. If you need a bobble refresher, I have videos on that you can watch. We're going to start round 11 by single crocheting in each of the next 4. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to go through the front loop only for our bobble stitch. So essentially this is 5 double crochet I don't finish. So here is going in number 1, yarn over 2, yarn over 3, yarn over 4, yarn over 5. Now I'm going to have 6 loops on the hook. I'm going to go through all 6 loops. Now I'm going to single crochet in each of the next 3, and when you make that big bobble, that single crochet gets hidden. So here is 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to be making a small bobble in the next front loop, and that's essentially 3 double crochet. So here's yarn over going once, yarn over 2, yarn over 3. Go through 2 loops. You should have 4 loops on the hook. And then we are going to single crochet in each of the next 5 stitches. Single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to make another small bobble. So we're going to go into that front loop only. So yarn over, go through once, yarn over 2, yarn over 3. And then we're going to have 4 loops on the hook. And now we are going to single crochet into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to do a bobble stitch. That's 5. So we're going to go in. This is 2, yarn over 3, yarn over 4, yarn over 5. So now we will go through 2 loops and then we'll have 6 loops on the hook. We're going to single crochet in each of the next 7 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we're going to make 1 bobble for the tail, and then we'll finish off with 3 single crochet. Here's your bobble stitch. Do the front loop only. You have 6 loops on the hook, and then we'll single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. We're going to end round 11 with 30 stitches. I'm just going to pop out these bobbles, and then we can do a better job later. Change our stitch marker. For round 12, we are going to do an invisible decrease and then single crochet in each of the next 3. So we're going to combine those 2. If you need a video, I have that here. I'm going to go under the front loop of the first stitch, front loop of the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through. It's our first decrease. We're going to single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. We have another decrease. Single crochet in each of the next 3. Here's 1, 2, and 3. We have another decrease. This is our third of the sequence, total of 6. We have single crochet in each of the next 3. 1, 2, and 3. We have another decrease. Single crochet in each of the next 3. 3, and then we have another decrease. Single crochet in the next 3. And then we have our last decrease. Single crochet in each of the last 3. At the end of round 12, we're going to have 24 stitches. This is how we're looking so far. We're going to pause here so that we could put the nose and the eyes. You can grab an extra stitch marker so that you can secure your working yarn. I like to grab a pin. I'm going to find that round 5 that we marked between round 5 and 6 and just kind of find that middle section in between the feet. There we go. I'm going to place my nose there first. So I have an 18 millimeter nose. You can use whatever nose that you have. And then I like to place my eyes, leaving 2 stitches open next to the nose, still between round 5 and round 6. When you have that settled, you can take out that extra stitch marker. And then if you like where everything is and it looks centered to you, go ahead and place the safety eyes and the nose, the backings on. Once you have the backings on for your eyes and your nose, we're just going to add a little bit of stuffing. We're not going to add too much because we want that bottom to lay flat, but we just want to start shaping the top of the head. For round 13, we are going to make a decrease and then single crochet in each of the next 2. We'll repeat that for a total of 6 times. Here is our first decrease. Single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Then we have another decrease. Single crochet in each of the next 2. We have our third decrease of the sequence, single crochet in the next 2, then we have another decrease, single crochet in the next 2, we have another decrease, single crochet in the next 2, and then our last decrease, single crochet in the next 2. At the end of round 13, we're going to have 18 stitches. Go ahead and change your stitch marker. Round 14, we are going to make a decrease and then 1 single crochet. And we're just going to alternate that decrease and a single crochet all the way around. Here is our first decrease and a single crochet. Then we have a decrease and a single crochet. Repeat that again with a decrease and a single crochet. We have another decrease and a single crochet. We have another decrease, single crochet, and then our last decrease ending with a single crochet. At the end of round 14, we are going to have 12 stitches. This is our last chance to stuff. Don't lose that working yarn like I'm about to. Just add a little bit of stuffing to the center and then make sure that your puppy is still sitting flat. Once you're happy with the stuffing, we're going to go ahead and move on to the last round. Go ahead and change your stitch marker if you haven't already. For round 15, we're just going to make a decrease 6 times around. Here's our first decrease. Here's our second. And then I'm going to let you count until you reach the end. Here is our last decrease. From here, I'm going to take out this stitch marker. You can leave a long piece of yarn because we are going to fasten off. I'm going to yarn over and pull that yarn all the way through. You'll have those few little bits that come off here. Grab your yarn needle and weave that yarn through your needle. I'm going to find my 6 stitches here. So here's my fastened off. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that one's a little bit hidden. I'm going to go down the front loop only with my yarn needle. So this is our second stitch, our third, our fourth, our fifth, and then our sixth. I'm going to start to close this up, but I'm going to keep an eye on that hole because I want to place my yarn needle back through that hole. And if you don't see it, don't worry, it'll kind of open up a little bit. I'm going to pull my yarn needle through and I'm just going to give that a tug, but I'm going to help it out by pushing it in so I don't snap my yarn. Go ahead and weave your yarn through your pup. And you are finished. I definitely think this is a quick project. And especially if you have the nose and the eyes, if you don't have a safety nose, you can always feel free to embroider it on. So now you can do some work with your pup. You can push its ears out. You can flatten them. I like to grab my yarn needle and just puff out those bobble stitches. here's another little friend in cream. And then my favorite is in this dark brown. I don't know, there's something about them. You know how different colors just even work up differently? It's kind of funny how that happens. If you're interested in more pocket friends, here's my bunny. And then I also have the pocket dino here. And these are also super fun too. Let me know what you make, and I will talk to you guys soon and see you in the next video.